Hello to everyone who cares about what's going on in and around the city of Albany, New York. This is the Albany News Update Show. I am your mellifluous host, yes, Jonathan Madden. And filling in for Brian is the most esteemed Tom Miller. Tom, how are you doing this fine evening?
Why do you always use such a big word?
I like to educate our viewing audience. Not that they're not educated, but, you know, just to kind of expand their knowledge and their mind. Although, do you know what this word means?
A couple things I was going to say. First off, you're not educating because you don't typically say what the word means at the beginning of the show.
Wait.
You're going to say it now, I'm assuming.
Hey Google, what does mellifluous mean? There we go. Now, you couldn't hear that, but my smart speaker picked it up there.
That's a very kind word that you said.
Yes. But you are more mellifluous than I am.
Well, in my opinion, the big word
is
unnecessary, and it makes you seem pretentious.
What does pretentious mean?
You know what it means. Too big of a word. I get it.
Exactly.
All right. It makes you seem like a douche.
I know.
Gonna have to beat that out.
I know what that word means. No, we can say douche.
All right, sorry. Hi, everybody.
Let's take a look at what has happened in and around the Albany area these past few weeks and poke some fun. Here we go. The Daily Gazette reported an Amsterdam man is facing multiple charges after he was allegedly spotted carrying a machete while walking on Taft Place following a domestic incident over the weekend, according to city police. Joel Torres was charged with second-degree strangulation, second-degree harassment, third-degree criminal possession of a weapon, fourth-degree criminal mischief, seventh-degree criminal possession of a controlled substance. How many degrees are there? Joel has so many degrees, he now has a PhD in stupidity.
So Smith, the 5th, 6th, 1st wasn't in there?
He missed...
but that's a lot of degrees.
Okay, I'm not choosing what he was charged with.
No, I know.
I'm reading...
No, I'm just saying.
Right,
He missed out on a couple.
He missed out on a couple. Come on, Joel, do better.
You almost got there.
Almost. Still a lot of... I didn't even know there was a seventh degree... What is it? Seventh degree criminal possession. What are the first 6? If you get 7th?
And does it go higher?
We should find that out.
Hey, Google.
You got to activate Google the whole night.
We got to make Google part of the show.
We do have to make Google part of the show. Okay.
I like it.
Moving on, let's see here. WAMC reported that Albany's Mayor Kathy Sheehan, is upset with the Common Council's development policies, taking particular issue with the inclusionary zoning rules that mandate new market-rate apartment complexes set more units as... You're right, I was going to have trouble with this sentence. But let me start over. Let me get there. Okay. WAMC reported that Albany's mayor is upset with the Common Council's development policies, taking issue with the inclusionary zoning rules that mandate new market-rate apartment complexes set aside more units for low-income tenants. Some Common Council members said the mayor is also blaming them for the collapse of the Central Warehouse renovation. Kelly Kimbrough of the 4th Ward, the council's president pro tem, said, quote, "I guess we're responsible for the fall of Western civilization at this rate," unquote. Come on, Kelly. We all know that immigrants are responsible for the fall of Western civilization.
That's not true.
Wait, I know it's not true. I'm just kidding. Remember how Mayor Sheehan was all like, we're a sanctuary city, and then they were busing immigrants up, and it's like, go to Rotterdam.
I remember.
Instead
you reported on that.
I did. It's a little bit, we either are or we aren't Albany. That's all I'm saying. She doesn't care. She's not running again anyway, so what does she care? She can be mad at whoever she wants.
Of course she can.
Yeah. Don't be mad at us.
She's not watching.
She's not.
Nobody is.
Damn it, Tom. They're watching.
I kid.
They're watching. Yes, there it is. That's what I'm talking about.
I watched on my way over.
My virtual studio audience loves us. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
They think you're so funny.
All right. Let's move on. WNYT reported that in Colony, burglars are targeting Asian business owners' homes. That's a lot of work. First, identifying the owner of the business, then finding out where they live, then pretending to be a food delivery person, then breaking in if they're not home. It's just a lot of... And how many Asian business owners are in Colony? That seems like a very small subset of potential targets. Am I wrong?
It's a niche.
Am I wrong? It's a niche.
They're niche burglars.
They're niche burglars. Well, you know what it is? They feel that Asian business owners are not going to report the thefts to the police for some reason. So, what that reason is, I don't know.
Maybe they don't have insurance.
I have a guess. It has to do with our previous story.
Oh, I knew you were going there.
But that's another... If we did any kind of investigative reporting, we would do more, but we don't. We just make fun, so that's what we do.
Just making it up.
Just making it up as we go. The Daily Gazette reported that the town of Glenville is finally cracking down on an issue that has gotten out of hand, according to town supervisor Chris Kotzel, I think. Quote, "It's every day, it's every bus stop, and it's every major retailer," unquote. What is this extremely important issue that needs cracking down on? Abandoned shopping carts. I am not making this up. Under the proposed law, businesses would be required to, quote, "implement measures to prevent the unauthorized removal," unquote, "of shopping carts from their premises and retrieve carts that have been removed from their premises, which includes parking lot areas. Otherwise, strongly worded letters are going to be sent." Strongly worded letters, Tom.
Well, first thing.
Yes.
I believe the last name is pronounced Ketzel.
It could be Ketzel.
Second,
Yes.
Do you remember, I don't remember what store used to do it.
Okay.
They had shopping carts, but you had to put a quarter in to
get
the cart.
Yes.
And then you got your quarter back.
You get your quarter back.
When
you get your quarter back. Yeah.
That was dumb.
That was... Why?
Because it's a pain in the ass.
Well, poor little Tommy has to go get his quarter back from the...
It's not even worth the quarter. I mean, what's a quarter nowadays?
25 cents. Still got it.
Yeah, you do.
I do. I don't know. I guess not much goes on in Glenville, is what I'm guessing. Not much.
When's the last time you've been to Glenville?
I don't even know where Glenville is, to be honest with you.
Right.
Is it north? Is it south of it? Is it...
It's west of...
West?
Clifton Park.
Clifton Park.
So it's kind of like Rotterdam, Schenectady, that area.
Yeah, don't care.
Glenville is very busy.
It's very busy.
Yeah, it's like literally like driving through Clifton Park.
Oh.
It's that busy.
Wow.
Clifton Park.
Does Clifton Park have a shopping cart? Tom from Clifton Park. Can I tell people that?
Sure.
All right. You have a shopping cart problem there?
No. I don't. Not that I know of.
Gotcha.
We have a lot of Asians that live in our neighborhood, though. So
is that a problem?
If the burglars are looking for...
Oh, no, don't. Oh, my God, you're terrible.
I didn't say where I live.
That's true. That is true. Clifton Park is a big area. I know where Clifton Park is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the show. It is time for Stump the Chump. Yes. There's the applause.
Yeah,
they're clapping for you. They're clapping for you.
Hear any clapping.
You are the chump. I put it in after you're already a chump. Yeah, okay. Now it's...
There's the guy that Brian likes. I like that guy too. I understand why Brian likes him.
You understand him. He's a little funny.
As you're setting up here, I wanted to say that I watched last I don't know, 2 weeks ago?
Last episode.
I watched the last episode.
You can say last episode,
and
yes.
Brian got hosed on this game.
He did get hosed.
He got hosed.
I told him it was coming. Like
Brian,
2
I got your back. You got hosed.
I told him it was coming 2 minutes before we started taping. So he had plenty of time to prepare and look at the news stories.
Yeah.
I told you.
I had a lot more time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do just as bad.
Here we go. Stump the Chump. We have 3 correct answer buttons and 1 wrong one.
And I don't get to press these?
I get to press them.
It's all you.
Yes, it's all me. I get to press them. So, are we ready to go? Here we go. True or false? Question number 1.
I'm ready.
Lark Tavern for sale. Tess Collins, the reigning queen of Albany nightlife for more than 35 years, is trying to sell Lark Tavern and find a smaller place with a neighborhood feel. True or false?
That is true. I read this article.
Ah.
You are a moron.
You changed one freaking thing in this, and it's not right.
It's not Lark Tavern. It's McGeary's Pub.
Oh yeah, I did read this though.
Oh
I just
yeah.
got the wrong tab.
Oh yeah. I didn't.
This is not how.
That's an important piece
Brian,
of the.
Brian, this is what I'm talking about. You got hosed just like this.
Sore losers.
I actually
So
read this article.
You didn't even read the location.
I remember it saying McGeary's now.
Now you remember.
I do remember that.
I said Lark Tavern twice too, just to really
it
stress
sounded familiar to me.
It was familiar. It's a familiar story. I'm not going to just make up something.
I remember every detail.
Okay, question number 2.
All right.
Mayor Sheehan went to the moon. Where's my... Yeah. See, of course that one's false. So I have to mix in a little bit of truth with these things. Question number 2.
It's 90% true.
Question number 2.
All right,
Albany decided to change their name to Albania.
You know what I think?
You want the easy...
You are a moron.
I'm not a moron. All right, come on. Question number 2.
I'm ready.
2 Saratoga Springs restaurants have been seized by the state, according to notices posted on the establishments for failure to pay taxes.
I'm not...
A lot of dead space. I'm sorry.
I know, there's
we have
no
to talk.
dead space. I'm talking right now.
There was enough of a gap there where you freaked me out there. So, okay, how's things going?
Because
Is
I
it
wasn't
true?
paying attention at the beginning, and I don't know what you possibly could change. False.
Is it true?
You are a moron.
Brian, I'm going for perfection on getting
true.
it wrong.
That was true. The district and Nashville of Saratoga, both on Phila Street, were closed by the State Department of Taxation and Finance. And now you know something. They were closed. Question number 3. Staffing shortages led some members of the Rotterdam Fire Department to earn tens of thousands in overtime pay last year, a trend many local departments have experienced in recent years. True or false?
This is one of those things where it's not the fire department, it's the police department, or some stupid thing like that.
Is that your final answer?
False.
It can be taught.
Yes! You're exactly correct. It was the police department, not the fire department.
I'm catching on.
You are catching on?
Crap. I'm catching on.
Bull crap.
Bull crap.
Thank you for not making me have to bleep. Bleeping takes forever. Something happened here. Okay, so question number 4. With only 3 kindergartners, a small North Country school is considering merging with its neighbor. Only 3 kindergartners.
True or false?
True or false?
Yeah, I didn't know you were. I didn't know if there was dramatic pause.
No, I'm sorry.
3 kindergartners.
3 kindergartners. Yes.
True.
True.
Yes.
I don't know why he's a beginning. Yes, they only have 3 kindergartners. Let's see here. Minerva and Johnsburg schools already combined their sports teams before the pandemic. So it just makes sense, especially with 3 kindergartners. What are you going to teach in... I don't know what you're going to teach 3 kindergartners. Number 5. A sex offender was escorted from Bethlehem School's work sites recently.
A what?
A sex offender.
A sex offender?
Yes. A sex offender was escorted from Bethlehem School's work sites recently.
Bethlehem School's work sites? I'm going to say false.
You are a moron.
It is true. A paroled level 3 sex offender was at both Bethlehem Middle and Slingerland's elementary schools working for a licensed subcontractor in the construction area of the middle school library and media center and had also worked in the basement construction area at Slingerland's. Now, big surprise here. Proper screening protocols were not followed, allowing this lapse to occur, the superintendent wrote. Yeah, you think? Oh my gosh!
I thought that was going to be like it wasn't it was going to be like a sex worker or something like that. Like,
yeah, you wish.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's the thing. Okay, so just to let you know, false, true, true. So if you just guessed true on everything, you would have gotten 3 out of 5.
Yeah. I don't think I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Oh, I got one more.
Oh.
I'm going to give you 4 headlines.
I thought I was going to get 10.
I'm mixing it up a little bit.
I'm
going to give you 4 headlines. One of them is false.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Headline number 1.
Ready.
Schenectady 2024-2025 school budget not expected to raise taxes on residents. Mm-hmm. The landmark Spectrum 8 Theaters in Albany is closing.
Mm-hmm.
Schenectady Museum of Innovation and Science merging with New York State Museum. Or Mohawk Harbor Arena poised to receive $5 million from Schenectady County.
Well, I know the second one is true.
Second one is true, yes. The landmark Spectrum 8
The first
Theaters
one's probably true.
First one?
I'm going to go with it.
Okay.
You didn't confirm it like you did the other one.
Well,
now I don't know.
Said, well, you were absolutely correct. You were very confident in number,
and the other
two. So.
Yeah, the other two.
So, Schenectady Museum of Innovation and Science merging with New York State Museum, or Mohawk Harbor Arena poised to receive $5 million from Schenectady County.
I'll say the museum one is false.
The museum one is false.
You're not as stupid as you look, Ike.
I know that. I'm not.
That is true. The Schenectady Museum of Innovation and Science is looking for a new spot. However, they are not merging with New York State Museum. That was suggested, but then somebody else wrote, "Oh no, it's staying in Schenectady." So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Yes,
I did just read that the Spectrum was closing. I was like, wow. That's kind of a big deal.
They lasted longer than I thought. To be honest with you,
Totally.
They lasted longer than I thought. So congratulations. You did. You give me a. Albany News Update show fist bump. That
like
wasn't
Brian
bad.
got hosed last week.
That wasn't bad. Well,
But I felt hosed on a couple of these too.
It's
so.
encouraging people to read about the local news.
Yeah.
Because who knows? Maybe somebody might get stopped in the street and they might be asked this same questions, and you just want to make sure that they're up to date. Not educate, up to date. Is learning about news education?
Yeah, I guess.
Kinda. You're learning about
I
it.
get, where I get most of my knowledge of the stuff, like the ones I said, I heard about that?
Yes.
When I open up a new tab in Chrome,
Oh yes.
I now get a list of clickbait things that I just kind of scan through to see if there's anything
Clickbait.
interesting.
Yes.
And that's where I saw some of those.
You'll
things.
never believe what was found at a Bethlehem school's work site.
Yeah. Sex workers.
Sex. It wasn't a sex.
No, I know.
It was a sex offense.
I changed it.
It's the okay.
Cool.
Yes, that's true. Clickbait. Yeah. You want sex workers. Moving on. Okay, here we go. We got 4 more stories and then we're
Let's do
done.
this.
4 more stories. News 10 ran a story about what to do after the central warehouse is demolished, which is never going to happen, but a city can dream, can it? Anyway, apparently the central warehouse is located near the original Lock 1 of the Erie Canal, and many believe it can be the key to reimagining the warehouse district and seeing more waterfront access. Because nothing screams, "Let's visit Albany," like a lock.
I like that.
The article keeps referencing many. Who are these many? The article specifically mentions only 2 people, which also happens to be the maximum amount of people who think this is a good idea. Am I wrong?
I think it's a good idea.
You think it's a good
I do.
idea? 3. 3 people think it's a good idea. You don't.
I like
Lock?
I like a good lock.
A lock? We have locks. You
I
can
know.
go up
Lock
north.
7.
And I don't see people clamoring to go to the lock up there either. What do you think they're going to come down? Oh, this was the first lock. When we used to be a manufacturing powerhouse, and now we're just state capital, and we have nothing here.
It's part of our history.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I swear to God, nobody cares. All right. Let's move on. The Times-Union reported the Albany Academies will drop most of its single-gender classes as it deals with a significant decrease in enrollment, officials announced. The K-12 school is restructuring to reduce its expenses and says it will also cut the positions of 13% of its workforce through the non-renewal of annual contracts, as well as dropping preschool for students younger than 4. This effort is also being called the College of St. Rose Restructuring Plan. Doesn't sound good.
No.
It doesn't sound good of what's happening there. I mean, I don't know why they can't find people. Pre-K is only $15,000 a year. $15,000. High school, $25,000.
Make all the preschoolers. Make all the preschoolers latchkey kids.
I want to know what is worth $15,000 that they are being taught in pre-K. Like what is? I mean. Do they have like diamond-encrusted pencils or crayons or something? Or like...
Well, they're learning a lot of social skills. There's...
What social... They can barely... They crap their pants still. This is not something that you're...
I'm not saying $15,000 is a lot.
It's a lot of...
It's a lot.
It's a lot of money! I went up and out of there because
really
it's so expensive!
Wow.
I hope this is recording. I didn't stop
Your dog's
the recording.
barking. Your dog's barking.
She howls. We just found this
She
out.
howl? Oh, yeah, I
if
heard.
we howl, they start
I heard.
howling.
I saw that on Facebook.
Yes. Oh, she put that on
posted
Facebook.
on Facebook.
Everything's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised? I can't tell you anything anymore. You already know it. All right, let's see here. CBS 6 Albany reported on a raid in the home of a Gloversville man that uncovered 3,000 ecstasy tablets, or approximately the same number of tablets that President Biden takes in a week. That's a lot of tablets.
It is.
Either way, it's a lot of tablets.
There's no way President Biden takes that.
Well,
many
you have
tablets.
your blood pressure,
doubt he
right? Your
takes one.
cholesterol.
I thought you were specifically saying ecstasy tablets. You're just saying
Oh
tablets in
no!
general.
I think we'd see a much different persona if a lot more love.
Yeah.
A lot more love out there for those.
Now
kind
I'm
of
buying
things.
it. I'm buying it.
And finally,
My favorite.
Fi-
This is my favorite part.
your favorite part.
Yeah.
Here we go. And finally, we have the Albany News Update Show Anus of the Week. No, it's not Devin Farina, a Troy firefighter who's accused of stealing from homes while residents were in the hospital. What?
That is deplorable.
That is that. Here's something that I think is worse, though.
How
I think
is
it's
he
worse.
not the anus?
It was a close call, but here we go. What could be worse, you ask?
I do ask.
You do ask. I'm going to tell you here. How about Albany's own district attorney, David Soares, giving himself an apparently illegal bonus in the amount of $23,950 from the Aid to Prosecution grant, which is distributed by the Division of Criminal Justice Services. No other DA's office did this, probably because it was illegal. I'm just saying. After significant blowback, David Soares filmed a weird-ass video that included his wife and young kids sitting in front of a fireplace, stating he's going to give the money back because it was becoming a distraction. Oh, is that what it was? Not because it was wrong, not because he got caught, but because it's a distraction. All right? And here, I think this screenshot is just before he told his kids he wasn't going to be able to afford to send them to Albany Academy any longer. Get it? Because it was $25,000 and the tuition is
I get it.
that much.
I like that callback.
It's a
a really good
callback.
callback.
It's a callback.
Yeah,
I try.
Good
I
job.
try.
Oh, yeah.
So congratulations, DA David Soares. Here's your DA award, Distinguished Anus Award. Yes, yes.
I still give it to the other guy though.
You still
That's
get,
really bad.
it is mean, but dude, the guy. This is in like plain sight.
That's true.
I mean, at least
How
he
about a
waited
tie?
for the people to be in the hospital before he stole.
Yeah, they're recovering from their burns,
but-
and he's raiding their
I
houses.
know, but at least
So he
it's
saved their lives and then goes and steals their money.
David Soares. Can I call him David? Dave
DA
paid
Soares.
himself $25,000, and he knew he shouldn't have done it. He knew it. No other DA. Times Union contacted a boatload of these guys, over a dozen everywhere else. You can't. The law says the legislator has to do all this stuff.
And the apology video makes it like a
It's-
billion times worse.
Dude, it's weird. I'm
That's
telling
really
you. He's got his wife. He's got his kid. Don't bring your wife and kids into this. Own up. You did say you got caught. And here's the thing. He's running unopposed, but they're trying to find somebody else to replace him. I bet he still gets elected, though. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Well, if he's unopposed.
Well, there's just a little bit of time. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But even if somebody runs against him, he's still gonna, because that's the way it works. You're always stuck with what you've always got. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Albany News Update Show. Check out the stories we've highlighted in the description below. Please support the local news. We had fun, and you've been updated. Stretch. Tom's in a band called Stretch. Do you seriously have it on your thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Check out, by the time you see this, March 9th, Martell's in Colony.
Martell's.
Come check us out.
Damn it. You should have told me this before we even started the show.
Sticking in the post scene.
Okay.
Love you, man.
I love you too. Should we kiss?
No.
Okay.